Today, we're going to talk about how to make AI safe by hacking it. We're diving inside the world of OpenAI's Red Teaming Network, where the whole goal is to find the flaws and break the system, because that's actually the best way to protect it.
All right, so we all know this. Powerful new AI is being built. It's happening at a dizzying pace. But with all that power comes some pretty big risks. So here's the billion-dollar question. How does a company like OpenAI find all the ways its technology could be misused or cause harm before it gets released to millions of people? How do you even begin to find the dangers you don't know exist yet?
Well, their answer is a strategy called red teaming. Now, you might have heard that term before, but this isn't your typical cybersecurity drill. OpenAI is moving beyond the usual suspects and really redefining who gets to test AI and how.
So what exactly is red teaming in this context? Think of it like being an ethical hacker, but for AI. It's an absolutely crucial part of the development process where you are deliberately trying to break the model. You're stress testing it to find its blind spots, its vulnerabilities, and its harmful capabilities so they can all get fixed.
This whole approach has really evolved. In the past, with models like GPT-4, red teaming was more like a series of one-off projects. You'd have the internal teams and maybe bring in a few outside experts. But the new approach? It's much bigger. We're talking a formal, ongoing network of diverse experts who are testing models all the time, right from the get-go.
So, if they're building this giant network of experts, who exactly are they looking for? This is where the story gets really interesting, because it's probably not who you think. Turns out, AI safety needs a whole lot more than just coders.
You'd probably assume you need to be a top-tier coder or have a PhD in AI to do this kind of work, right? But is that really what they're after?
Not even close. They're putting out a call for psychologists who understand persuasion, lawyers who can spot legal loopholes, child safety advocates, economists, sociologists, misinformation specialists, you name it. And this reveals the core idea here. AI's biggest risks aren't just technical, they are deeply human and societal. This quote from their announcement just says it all. They value your deep knowledge in a specific field, your actual lived experience way more than technical AI skills. Think about it. A teacher brings a totally unique perspective on cheating in schools. A biologist might spot risks in generating scientific data that a computer scientist would completely miss. Okay, so let's get practical. Let's say you're a finance expert and you want to help out. How does this all work? What does it actually mean to be part of this network?
The process itself is designed to be pretty simple. First, you apply to join the community of trusted experts. Then, when a project pops up that fits your unique background, OpenAI invites you to jump in. And of course, all the work is confidential. And yes, you are compensated for your time and your expertise.
And here's what makes it so accessible for pretty much anyone: the time commitment. OpenAI is saying that even just 5 to 10 hours of work over an entire year can be incredibly valuable. This just throws the doors wide open for busy professionals everywhere to contribute without totally disrupting their careers.
Now, this red teaming network is super important, but it's just one part of a much larger strategy to get the whole community involved in making AI safer. There are other ways for people to contribute too.
So they basically created different tiers of involvement. You have the confidential red teaming network for those domain experts. Then, for academics and independent researchers, there's a researcher access program to really dig in and study the models. And for pretty much everyone else, there's a fascinating open source option called evals.
So what does it mean to contribute to an eval? Well, it's kind of like building a public safety test. Anyone can use their templates to check for specific skills like how persuasive an AI can be, or if it can hide secret messages in plain text. That's a technique called steganography. It's basically crowdsourcing AI safety, which is really cool.
Ultimately, all of this points to one massive idea. Making sure AI benefits all of us is a shared responsibility. It can't just be left to the technologists alone. It really requires a partnership between the coders who build the systems, the domain experts who get the real-world impact, and the public who can spot risks from a million different angles.
And that brings this whole thing back to you. This entire effort is built on the idea that every person's perspective is unique and valuable. So if you had the chance to probe a powerful AI for just one hidden danger, based on your life and your expertise, what would you look for? The answer to that question might just be what helps shape a safer future for all of us.